happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update that you guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one. So we're now witnessing it all coming crashing down on that very corrupt district attorney, Big Fani Willis, Fulton County, Georgia. Now got Trump saying not so fast, start getting off scot-free for that blatant weaponization of the DOJ and the witch hunt racketeering case, y'all. I'm excited to get into this one, so we're gonna hop straight into it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
But the other thing that you can do is, I would love some place where if there was a think tank when we have legal issues, because we have all types of legal issues coming up. If I'm not financed properly, I'm gonna sue this board of commissioners, period. Well, I may need lawyers to do that, because if not, I'm adding to that jail population, right? It's just common sense. How many lawyers I have, that's how many cases we can indict. That's how quickly we get to dismissals, setting appropriate bonds, and you have people that are not invested in it. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. In Fulton County, a Democratic county, we have a Republican chair and a Republican vice chair. I don't know what in the world is going on.
So after she catches a case, basically, for potential misappropriation of funds, she still has the the gumption to go to her county commission and says, give me more money. And she threatened to sue them. And as you can see here on the screen, they denied her. As of now, I haven't heard if she's actually sued them or not, but if that comes out, we'll cover it. And now another thing is, when Fani Willis her office received from Judicial Watch a Freedom of Information Act request, okay? They were supposed to produce documents to Judicial Watch. They didn't do it, okay? And they had to pay Judicial Watch $22,000 for attorney's fees.
Hey, so Judicial Watch attorneys were back in Fulton County last week arguing against Fani Willis's lawyers for access to information about her collusion with the Pelosi January 6th operation. Remember, she first denied in our lawsuit having any records. In fact, she never showed up in court to answer our lawsuit. That's why she was ordered to pay $22,000 in attorney's fees and costs to Judicial Watch recently. Last week, after arguing they had no records, and then later arguing they had some records, they confirmed they had 212 pages of records.
Perjury, guys. Perjury. I'm just gonna lay it all out there. Get her on something. This lady right here, she has done them. She's up there with Jasmine Crockett in the way she has kicked up dust. Letitia James, the way they've kicked up dust, tried to bring fame to their name based off getting Donald Trump. I mean, you can't keep letting her do this, lying on the stand. I mean, we've seen her lying about her relationship, the love triangle that she had with Nathan Wade, Loverboy. I mean, why is she not being held accountable? We cannot keep letting these loonies on the left get away with this, because we see now she is like a freaking freight train. Like, she is not stopping. As we're essentially seeing a big old derailed Fani Willis freight train coming right at us. The only thing that's going to stop her at this point, because she's got all that confidence to keep going with the corruption, is accountability. Hold her to it.
At some records, they confirmed they had 212 pages of records showing what looks to be collusion with the January 6th committee. Of course, they don't want to give any of those records to the American people. The court ordered her office to turn the records over to him so he could make sure they're being withheld lawfully. But in the end, they were caught red-handed, providing false information about their collusion with the January 6th committee to get Trump. They were forced to pay us money, and on top of that, they don't want to turn over the underlying documents. So this scandal continues, and Judicial Watch's heavy lifting will continue in court, though, to try to get the full truth about this awful abuse targeting President Trump.
Y'all see, do you see like a pattern of mismanagement of funds? And something's not seeming right. Now we have another story today. This story says that the Senate in Georgia has passed a bill which is going to allow reimbursement. People who have been prosecuted by Fani, who have been prosecuted by a prosecutor, if the prosecutor is disqualified, which Fani has been disqualified off of the Trump election interference case.
She has.
This bill is going to allow those people that the prosecutor is going after to sue for reimbursement of attorney's fees. Do y'all know this? We're talking about millions of dollars right now. Let's read.
Hold on, guys. This is exactly what I was speaking on. Finally, some accountability. This new Senate bill is true justice. Now being able to get reimbursement for, the waste on attorneys' legal fees just because this lady wanted to come after you. This is not only Trump that could file for this reimbursement or full refund, but guess what? 18 other co-defendants on that racketeering case, because we can't forget that Fani Willis tried to make this whole thing and lump it up to be one big RICO case. She didn't even know what she was doing, y'all, but this right here is what we need. This is what we need to see. Hopefully they follow through and we actually see some legal filings behind it.
Of attorney's fees. Do y'all know this? We're talking about millions of dollars right now. Let's read. Georgia's Senate unanimously passed a bill Thursday that would allow President Trump and 18 co-defendants to seek compensation for legal fees in cases where a prosecutor is disqualified. This measure comes after Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis was removed from prosecuting Trump's election interference case. Senate Bill 244 enables counties to reimburse attorneys' fees and other legal costs in criminal cases affected by a prosecutor's disqualification. Quote, if you have that young person, possession of marijuana, whatever it may be, and the prosecutor has done something wrong and that case is dismissed because the prosecutor did something wrong, they're entitled to have their attorney's fees back, Jones said. This would
Fair
be
enough.
Minority Leader Harold Jones II. He's a Democrat from Augusta. Quote, that's actually something we probably would have pushed many years ago. Now, this seems like it could be a reasonable thing, right? If you're prosecuted and the prosecutor is disqualified from the case due to some fault of their own, no fault of yours, and you say, hold up, that's not fair. I'm out here, I'm shelling out all this money for attorney's fees. I should get that back, right?
Absolutely.
Well, in the case of Fulton County, how much has Trump and his 18 co-defendants, how much have they spent defending themselves against Fani's case? Millions of dollars, right? So not only has her office had to pay out the $22,000 to Judicial Watch, and Judicial Watch is still after him. Not only has Fani herself become under investigation for mishandling funds, and that investigation is still ongoing. Not only has Fani's county commission denied to give her more funds, and she's threatening to sue them. But now the Georgia State Senate is saying, look, we about to let these people who you went after sue you because you got disqualified from the case before its conclusion. So y'all, let's take a quick look at the bill, okay? This is the bill. I will place a link to the bill down in the description. Let's just read real quick. In the event, based upon a motion by the defendant in a felony or misdemeanor criminal case, that the prosecuting attorney in such cases disqualified due to improper conduct on the part of such prosecuting attorney, the defendant shall be entitled to an award of reasonable cost and attorney's fees in the case.
Yo, there we have it, y'all. It sounds like Big Fani, Fulton County, Georgia, finally being held accountable for all her corruption. I mean, this is the least amount of accountability we could see her being held to. I mean, you got to think the amount of corruption, crime that she's gotten away with that in that seat of district attorney. I'm surprised actually that who's voting her back in. The folks of Fulton County, Georgia must love crime and corruption because she is not paying attention to what's going on in the street. I mean, we got seen the condition, we heard the conditions of that rancid Fulton County jail. I bet you she hasn't done anything about that since Donald Trump went in there to take his mugshot. He complained about the conditions. She's just fully neglecting her job, her duties in order to enrich herself and bring herself to more fame. Exactly why she got disqualified from that Trump case, the racketeering case, and we'll never see that be brought again. There is no district attorney's office that's going to look at that case and say, oh yeah, we've got a shot. We're going to go after That's done. Floating in the water. Fani Willis, oh my goodness. And hopefully she's not able to just use our tax dollars in order to pay out this reimbursement. Hopefully this comes solely from her pocket, because this was a personal political persecution of Donald Trump, guys. But definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.